Okay, second video here. So in regards to this area, like I said, it's very, very shady. Majority of shrubs will not work in that area. Okay, shade perennials typically can take a much denser shade than a shrub can. So for that area, it's roughly 10 feet by 76 feet. So again, that's where the existing mulch bed is. And that I had suggested using the ostrich ferns along the, closer to the metal fence as a backdrop. Those are going to grow taller. And then a mix of other ferns based on what you like in the front. Okay, and if it was me, I would even potentially consider doing another type of perennial along the border, like an astilbe. Just along the border, because you get the most sunlight right along the border. If you try to put those too far under the trees, same thing, they're not going to look very good. So you could consider that as well. So again, I gave you kind of a budget of 163 1-gallon perennials for that area. Okay. Then we're into the parterre, and for that I split it up between masonry and landscaping. Doing the Belgian block and curving it, I have a standard size Belgian block, so it's not quite as tall as a jumbo size Belgian block. And then I also thought, if you're going to be doing circles like you have in the design, you'll probably have to use a mini sized Belgian block. So there's two different sized Belgian blocks. And you're dealing with about 215 linear feet, and it's a substantial amount of labor with all these curves. So that was about 5,200 set in cement. Plus, we have to make sure that it's level, so you have to think about leveling out, making the area level as possible. So there's a lot of thought process and setup time when it comes to doing that. Then I had gravel as the pathways in between, with the simple thought that if you try to put lawn, the lawn's just not going to grow. So, because there's not enough sunlight. So gravel is probably a better approach. And then if you're going to do that, you have to end up putting some aluminum edging. So that would be the thought process on that. So let's see here. Then the planting bed, you have to use a soil cultivator, which is like basically a big rototiller machine, to cut up the soil and loosen the compaction, so you don't have compaction issues. You're probably gonna have to add some topsoil to get it to pitch properly. Then we're gonna have to add some drainage via French drains. I wouldn't put drainage underneath the actual parterre, but around it, so this way the water doesn't sit when you get a heavy rain. So there's gonna end up having to be a series of drains to keep the water from sitting around the parterre. Let's see here. Then as far as plantings go, again, you're going to have to specify where the plants are going, and then I can calculate the square feet and give you how many of each perennial you need. So I gave you a budget of 105 perennials. Raised herb garden, jumbo Belgian block, which means the Belgian block would be finished about 4 inches above the lawn grade. Then you could backfill the Belgian block so that it's a raised bed. You might decide that you want to add some sort of deer screening around there. But again, that was around $1,720, and you got to remember this is going to be high maintenance. Someone's going to have to get in there weekly and do maintenance on that. So that might be something that the garden club can do if they've got time. All right. The costs that still need to be determined, irrigation costs, any lawn work to improve the aesthetics. So they might want to start thinking about trying to improve the aesthetics of the lawn, any tree work, and outdoor low voltage lighting. So that's it. We'll chat soon. Thanks.